Today, I want us at this particular moment to look at the Old Testament survey. And I just told you that the Old Testament is a very critical part of the Bible. But before I delve into my lesson, allow me to share with you insights from the book of Daniel, chapter 4, beginning to read from verse 34 to 37. I want to say Daniel is a book that is considered a prophetic book. It is written from a prophetic political point of view, while Daniel is written from a religious and a priestly point of view. The book of Daniel, some Bible scholars think it was written in 165 BC, but the contents support the concept that Daniel was written after the Babylonian exile and the return of the children of Israel back to the promised land. And I want to say Daniel chapter 4 begins with the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. He had a dream of a big tree. And this big tree housed birds, but one time it was chopped. When the tree was chopped, and it was destroyed, but the stump was left. Nebuchadnezzar was puzzled on the meaning of this dream. Today, I want to share with you the story and the sermon entitled God's Greatness. I want to tell you who is in control of the affairs of the world. Some people think it's political leaders. Some people think it's people with money and power. But I want to submit to you, God is in control. Nebuchadnezzar had conquered the entire world. He had fame, prestige, and money. There is nothing whatsoever that Nebuchadnezzar lacked. He did not lack anything. He had all the resources he could control. The dream, the interpretation from Daniel was Nebuchadnezzar was going to be like a wild animal. And for 7 seasons, he was going to live with wild animals. One day, as he was boasting, just as we boast sometimes of how we look. We are young. We boast sometimes of our academic prowess. Sometimes we boast of our family background. And sometimes we think we have enabled ourselves to be where we are. But I want to tell you the folly of not acknowledging the sovereignty of God. Nebuchadnezzar became a wild animal. And for 7 seasons, and some Bible scholars have identified that from 482 BC to 482 to 475 BC. Nebuchadnezzar did not write any treaty, he did not write any edict because he became like an animal. But I want to say that the folly of not acknowledging the sovereignty of God is that you lose everything. He lost his mind, he lost his position, and he became useless like a wild animal. We may have all these things, we may be landed, but if we do not acknowledge who God is, we lose everything. There is greatness in us when we acknowledge who God is. God's greatness is evident when we know who God is. God is the creator of heaven and earth. God's greatness is evident in his creation. He created everything, and he created me and you. As you live every day, acknowledge the greatness of God. God is God, we are nothing. Without God, we lose power, we lose our mind, we lose the prestige, and we are just useless without God. When we realize who God is, we know who we are. We are useless sinners without God. God's greatness makes us to know who we are. We are sinners. Lastly, I want to conclude by saying this story. God's greatness is that He is a merciful God and He can restore us when we acknowledge we are sinners. When Nebuchadnezzar looked up to heaven, he was restored. There is hope where we have failed and sinned. Let's look up to God, and there is restoration. And the stump was not destroyed, the tree came back again. I want to say there are many mistakes and failures that we have gone through when we looked at ourselves. But let's stand and look at the greatness of God in our lives. May the Lord richly bless you. As you continue to serve, let's remember the greatness of God. The greatness of God, without it you lose everything. You are nothing without God. Number two, the greatness of God is evident in His creation. He made the world. He is a powerful God, and there is nothing that is impossible with Him. Lastly, the greatness of God is evident through His greatness. I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke crack long time ago. I was suspended for 3.5 months for conspiring to burn a school by the name of French School, Kamsinga. My suspension letter read like this: conspiring to burn the school is not a laughing matter. Your son is callous and evil-minded, who is not supposed to be mixed with right-thinking tenants. A safe place for him is in a prison. When the headmaster looked at me, he thought that I was beyond repair, like a bicycle without frames or frame, and a bicycle that is supposed to be left in a scrapyard. But today I stand to teach you, not because I'm great, but because of the greatness of the mercies of God. Yeah. This man was beyond repair. Today I preach and teach because God is great and is merciful. He's able to forgive you, He's able to change us and to make us better servants. May the Lord bless you in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.